American Idol coming back Sunday, 8, 7 Central, ABC. It's the 20th season. And in studio, Luke, Bryan, and Lionel Richie and Katy may be joining at any point via Skype. But, gentlemen, it's great to see. Lionel was just giving me, Sissany, parenting advice. Is that what
Yeah.
Well, the warning of...
I just gave him a warning.
The warning of parenting.
He was so proud of the fact that I'm on time. Did you see how I just segued from one to the other? Bam, bam. And I said, in that case, you don't have kids yet because kids don't work like that. The timing.
Well, when you're walking out the door and they barf on your,
That's so true.
on your suit, and then you got to change your suit, and then you're all,
I mean, it is the one thing. There's Katy. Hi, Katy. It is.
Okay.
It's
Are we
one
talking
thing.
about kids and barfing? And
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Oh yeah. You have any guidance or
an-
experience?
I have an 18-month-old.
barf machine.
Yeah, they just spit up on you. What they don't tell you is that you should also bring a change of your own clothes.
Yeah.
There you go.
So you should write a handbook on things they don't tell you, right? Then you have all these things laid out for people. I got I don't have. They all have kids. They all have families, right? So and I do not. So I just try and talk about my niece whenever they talk about their kids.
You've been a lot more inquisitive.
Yeah, it's because of the
He
niece.
has been asking that question.
I've seen Katy. I've seen a change in you, right? I think like it's an obvious, wonderful thing. It's cool to see.
It's the next level of life.
Yeah, and how would you describe that next level of life for you? What have you seen and felt?
Well, I mean, it's personal. It's different and personal for everyone, but I think that it was something I didn't know that I was severely lacking, and that I, when she was born, I was like, oh, this is exactly what this is what I was looking for this whole time, and now everything is just like icing on the cake.
So maybe I feel that way, Sissany. It's the marriage thing that we have to talk about for longer.
Well, going whatever pace is good for you, Ryan.
Yeah.
Yeah, you understand, right?
Yeah.
It's like you don't have to be.
You mean you've had some people tell you to not get married?
Just myself.
Yeah.
And your tax lawyer.
So now everybody here, Katy, Luke, and Lionel, they have shows running in Vegas, either simultaneously or at almost the same times.
Right.
Has anybody seen anyone else's show in Vegas
good
yet?
question.
Not yet.
Well, not yet, but I'm Katy doesn't know this, but I have a day where I'm going to be able to catch hers. And
So you'll be off one night and she'll be on?
And I'm just as long as she doesn't try to make me the poop in the toilet.
Well, you already are.
I knew that was coming. I saw the
So
I saw it.
There's things where I'm going to be able to make it to hers, which I may have just spoiled the surprise, but she won't know which one anyway. But and then when do you start?
Lionel
yours?
starts. I know when you start.
I go back in April, right?
You go April 9,
March.
What is it? End of
I mean,
March.
no
March.
disrespect, no disrespect, but don't we see enough of each other already?
Yeah, no. There's something about seeing you guys, and I must say this from my standpoint. I laughed my behind off on the set of American Idol, but to see them on stage doing what they really do,
It's incredible, right?
Not only incredible, but hilarious.
I mean, I need y'all to see my show just for validation, so I can get
Right. To make
finally,
sure that you
I
do
can
something else.
finally I can impress.
There's credibility
y'all.
where this is coming from.
Yeah, how I landed this.
But you were saying, Katy, I don't know if he told you. He was telling us last night when we were talking. Luke was saying that his favorite part and the fans' favorite part of his show now is when he just gets on the piano, does a solo, and starts to play songs he's never played before and fumbles through
and
them.
works it out on stage.
Well, the thing about it is, let's just say that my piano playing is already quite limited. So when I start playing songs, when you have a limited piano player playing songs that he's never, it becomes kind of a comedic part of my show too. But
endearing.
Yes, endearing. You have to win their hearts with sympathy.
Lionel, you've been doing this for a long time with a lot of hits, right?
Yeah.
And you still have more energy than all of us combined.
Yep.
But when you look at what stage Katy and Luke are in their careers, what do you think about?
I look, and here's what I wish for them. Honestly, I wish for them to have more stories, because that's what happens with me. I have more
Oh
stories
my
to
gosh!
tell than ever.
Last night, Frank Sinatra and Kenny Rogers. Right?
I mean, but honestly, I wish for them.
Lionel Richie, the internet exists. The internet didn't exist in the 70s.
I mean, can you imagine the fact? But we had to be everywhere in the 70s and 80s. I mean, you have to understand this. But I wish for them stories. All I can say to them, more of what they do, because the crowd is gonna. You're building now a fan base. Do you have even a better chance because of the internet? You can bring them in forever.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah, that's what we were kind of talking about on Ryan and Kelly earlier, that we, because of TV and live.
It's Kelly and Ryan.
Yeah, Kelly. Oh, sorry. Don't tell Ripley.
Sorry to
Anyway.
him.
I'll get thrown out of the building. But that's the thing. I mean, so many kids just want to roll the dice on Idol just for the opportunity to get exposure. And what Lionel was just saying is, when Lionel came up, I mean, the only way to get exposure was to get in the car and drive to the next city.
I mean, we did, when we said a U.S. tour, that's all year. And then when you say a European tour, that's another year.
Yeah.
And then you say, okay, we're going to bring in Asia. That's another tour. So when you say, I've left home in June and I got back home next June to go again to start, I mean, you had to drive there. You had to be there. And now everything is now, I'm on, and here's your fan base, and you can talk to your fan base every day.
Yeah.
I mean, that's incredible.
Lionel, Katy, Luke with us now. American Idol, the new season, number 20, fifth season with these judges, starts on Sunday on ABC. Katy, have you been left speechless? I think I know the answer to this, but have you been left speechless in some of these auditions when you see the contestants this year?
Yeah, for both good and bad reasons.
Yeah.
Very well said.
I don't know when they're going to show it, but there is still one moment that I'm still speechless about, because Lionel and Luke, they teamed up against me.
Oh my gosh, she's still talking about that. Can you believe that?
Well, you know what? You know who's the ultimate judge? God. But you know who's
she comes in and brings God into the picture. Oh my
no escaping that one.
You know who's the second judge? The American Idol viewer. So we're gonna see what the internet has to say.
What's the hell hath no fury, like
a woman
scorned. Good Lord, she won't let us.
She won't let us out of this.
I know.
We try to be graceful about that.
Well, I just it was a big disagreement. We caught it all on camera. I think there was maybe some form of assault from me to Lionel and Lionel to me.
Oh my God, an assault!
You heavy words.
Now heavy words.
It was like
heavy words.
It was like a Kardashian cat fight
I just
over a contestant. And you freak out.
I will say that if you tune in, you see three artists that have so much respect for each other. Nobody has any sort of agenda with the other or the contestants or the show, other than trying to find great talent and encouraging the talent, and then having something incredible come out of it.
I must give you a compliment to this, because we decided early it's not about us. We are here to actually find some real talent, to give someone an opportunity to have a career. And so we kind of got past ourselves at the first meeting. Yeah. And then from then on, look at the track record. I mean, we have real artists showing up every year and going right into the business. That's everything.
Well, and what's unique with us is we truly love our careers, too. I mean, you got three judges. We really enjoy what we do, from being on Idol and obviously being on stage. And so we want these kids to have a bite of the apple that we've had.
Exactly
so
right.
we want to
Well
try
said.
to prepare these
Well
kids to enter into this business with good memories and good vibes and good experiences. So, because you have to attack this business that way to have fun with it, or it'll chew you up.
Well, the main thing we try to do is to tell them, this is not, as much as we're having fun, this is the last time you'll actually have this much fun, because there's a work ethic that's coming up in a minute that's going to, I mean, the business itself is not designed for you to survive in the first place.
Yeah.
So you understand what I'm saying. So you are going to be faced with every imaginable disaster, and can you pull your career
with
out
a
of
smile
that?
on your face?
Wow.
Well, it's funny, you get me and Lionel and Katy. I mean, we came into New York from out west, and we're like, we're all, we're chugging coffee, and then the lights come on, and we're like, Hey! Well, that's show business.
It's in your blood,
Yeah, I mean,
showbiz,
that's
right?
That's showbiz, and that's
Right.
you're working tired, and these kids don't understand that.
Just
They
gotta
don't
go.
understand. They're going to be exhausted for the rest of their lives.
And that's 15 years later for Luke and I, and
Well, that's
16
200
for
years later
Lionel.
from my age.
Lionel, just in closing, do you think there's ever a day where you'd want to say, you know what, I did it all. I want to sit back and enjoy what I've done?
No, I can answer that for you really fast. I tell the kids, number one, you got to get in this business because you like it. Okay, now I'm telling you, this started out as a hobby. It still is a hobby.
For you, yeah.
So today, the day it becomes a job, a real job, then it's time to go. But right now, I'm having so much fun because I've never experienced the 5th year with these maniacs over here. And I've never experienced, this time in my life with everything coming towards me and changing. In other words, this is not like it was in the 70s. It's not like it was in the 80s.
And do you find new generations are introduced to your music?
And also new generations and new inspiration.
Yeah.
Because they come along and you realize it's only 12 notes, Ryan. It's only 12 notes.
What do you do with them?
And so it's how you mix those 12 notes and bring in a new artist. How do you become a new artist when everything's been done?
And
they
also,
do it.
Lionel, you get to walk the streets as a living legend. Like,
Ah, it's so sweet. Thanks. Well,
it's
well-
true though. Like
well,
the
all
longer
I-
you live, the
I-
more
I
chances you
must-
get to be an icon.
Katie, I must tell you though, this show has given me one title that I wasn't expecting. When you yo Lionel, what's up, Lionel, or Mr. Richie, what's up? Some night they walk up to me and say, "Hi, Papa Lionel." Oh God, yeah, really, is it Papa Lionel?
Terms of endearment.
Oh, my
Idol Sunday, ABC. Katy, Luke, Lionel, thank you guys very much. We'll see you
Love
soon,
you.
all
Love
right?
you guys.
Thank you, Ryan.
Thanks,
Love
guys.
You, love you.
Hey, and thank you for 20 years.
There
too.
you go.
Yeah,
Ryan.
man, I love it too. I
Great
love
job,
it too.
Ryan.
We're gonna have some more fun.